Okay, Tibbs, how's it going today? So, here's just something I want to try out. I want to see if it's possible. Got Big Red and the tiller and stuff back here. So, you guys remember seeing the loading part for this. So, still never did put my board back in the vise, but whatever. So, I'm done tilling now. I mean, like, a few hours later. It's a little after 5 now, but I was done actually quite some time ago. So, just wanted to take a break and crap, Don't like it when it sits on that pin like that. I can't help it anyway because it shifts, but that's alright. But so I checked the air filter in this thing, and she was pretty clogged up. So it's a good thing I checked it. So I tried my little air gun or my blow gun. Damn it, sorry. It did surprisingly well for that. It did pretty good. So still had to tap it a couple times, but that was just for the heavier stuff. So I think what I'll do is, well, it won't be today. Sometime, I'm going to pull the air filter out of Big Red. I already did make a video on that before, but for you newer guys, I'll probably do it again. And then one for the tractor. That's all going to check the air on that too. And I checked the air filter on the trimmer, and it washed that and everything, cleaned it up. So my grandma gave me some more fuel for the tiller, so put it on nice and tight. Not quite sure how much it holds. I think it says, but see, she's nice and full now. So I can till about three or 4 times on one tank. So that's pretty damn good. I can till both those gardens 4 times before I actually get low on fuel. And I've never let it get to the point where it actually ran out of fuel. Well, besides when I turned the fuel valve off, but I only do that in the wintertime, and I'm not going to use it anymore. I'll shut that fuel valve off, but so, all these people are, but I don't know if my friend's out there cutting hay or not. I thought he would be coming. Well, I thought they said rain today, but here I found out there's no rain now, so I don't know if he's coming to cut more or bale or what. Well, I probably can't bale. It's probably still wet, but I don't know. I gotta go back at 6:30 to the farm, so. But there's one thing I want to do, guys, and I want to know if this is possible. Probably not, but well, I got this stupid throttle here, and she's awful freaking tiny. Like, I don't really get it. But there's this hole in here, and there's another really yeah. See, there's 2 holes in there. The big guy and then the little tiny guy. Tiny guy's useless, but the big guy's alright. But there must be a purpose for this, guys, and I don't know what for. Is it for like a throttle extension handle thingy-do? It's hard to rev this engine up with this tiny throttle, and I've kind of nicked myself a couple times trying to do it. So, you can't see my thing too well, but I just want to know if there's, I mean, it's kind of a square thing too, so I just wonder if you can get like a throttle extension. Like, it'd be nice if it would come out and then you could run it up to the handle, and then you could just zip tie it or whatever, clamp it down to the handle. I mean, now when you have to start the machine, naturally you got to come over here, and set your choke and then pull your rope. But I do a lot of stopping and going with this thing. I mean, like, I keep the throttle, or I keep the engine running. I did more idling than anything else today. It was kind of, I made 2 rounds, and my grandma would flag me down. She's like, "Well, get rid of this, get rid of that," So, but I kind of just wonder if they don't make throttle extensions or something, you know, or I mean, there's got to be a purpose for it, and I've always kind of wanted to think, you know, try to put something on here, even if it doesn't go all the way up to here. I mean, if it would just be longer, it'd be nicer because then you can take your hand, you know. I like to hit the throttle like this because I'm facing this way, you know, so it's easier just to hit it like that and go. But you can easily cut yourself on that metal too, you know. So naturally, I would have to use, you know, a piece of steel or something, or, you know, I mean, I don't want plastic or wood because I'm going to be hitting it kind of hard. See, I don't know. Well, I'm not going to use this, but I mean, this is square, you know. Yeah, it wouldn't quite fit in there, but I mean, just so it would make the throttle longer or something, you know. Doesn't have to be too much longer, just, see. Well, longer, well, about half this, maybe, I don't know. So if anyone has any ideas of what I could do, I don't know if this company here makes throttle extensions, or, you know, I don't know that, so. But, I know I gotta buy, new axles for this thing too, but I'm hoping to hold off until I get the welder because I want to be able to reinforce the new ones. So, because there's no point of, you know, buying new axles and then they get bent 2 days later. I mean, there's just no point to that. So might as well just wait until I get the welder so I can weld on chunks of steel to it and reinforce it some. But Ashley's due for her oil change pretty soon. And there's another thing too that I hate about this stupid tiller. It's not the, it would be the brand of the motor. I mean, I like these motors, but the damn thing is that the throttle cable, this all down here is the throttle. Well, when it sits at idle, then this thing bounces because the tiller kind of, you know, shakes around. And then this moves, and then the engine kind of just, you know, revs up and idles down real quick, like it's running out of fuel. But it's because the throttle's moving. I guess I could rev it up a little bit, and that would take the slack out of it. I have done that. But I like to put them right down the idle when when I let them cool down. And I want to set the throttle screw on this thing too. I think she could be riding a little. The RPMs could be less at idle. It's just a bit high, you know. I don't like things fucking screaming at idle. There's no point to that screaming. I mean, it's not, you know, full throttle, of course, you know, but I mean, it could just be lower RPMs at idle. I think I could just turn that screw and it would drop it a little bit. But see, the thing is, I don't know if that would mess up the. I don't think there's a feel in air screw. You know, it's just there for the throttle, I think, pretty much. So. I don't know if that would do any good changing that either, because it looks like there's something there that stops it. I bet you that's the. No, well, actually, I think that's for the shut-off part of it, but once you start it, it cracks the throttle open. I don't know if changing the screw down there. There's a little screw down in there. See that screw right there? Right there at the tip of my finger. I think that's to set the idle speed. I want it to be a little less than this. I don't want it, you know, so high like that. I mean, it's not super high. I think Big Reds could be lower too, but I'm definitely not going to mess with that because, well, I mean, I think that's just the way they are for these four-wheelers. They just naturally run high. Well, it does 1,190 RPMs at idle. So I don't know if that's good for them or not, but that's, I mean, it just seems kind of loud, you know. I mean, if we could drop these screws down a little bit and, or drop, you know, drop their RPMs a little bit, it would be a lot better for them. I mean, people say that not to let them run at idle because then you get that carbon buildup. Well, I don't really find that true because well, we have an older lawnmower too, you know, and that's we shoved that throttle right down to idle, you know, before we shut her down. And of course, he doesn't let them cool down much like I do. I'm not extremely, I mean, I'm hard on stuff, so. But I mean, you know, whatever. This throttle's got kind of a thing in it, but whatever. But I mean, I just think that she should just be riding at lower RPMs. It's just tiller, you know. She shouldn't be so wide open like that. Same with Big Red too, but I'm not going to really bother messing with it. The trimmer I think could be a little bit less than that too, but it's good enough where the head doesn't spin on it. So every now and then she'll spin, but you know, forget. So, but I don't know what it is with these stupid tillers, but I mean their throttle is garbage. You know, I mean there's no point for this to I mean when the tiller bounces, then the throttle moves, and then the engine sounds like it wants to die. You know. Because the throttle is twisting. Well, not twist. Well, it's just turning, you know. And then I'd like to make like an extension for this or something, you know. I mean, when I get the welder, I could weld on a piece, but see, I really don't want to weld stuff together. You know, I mean, it's square for a reason, and then there's a hole in there for a reason, you know. So you can put a square piece of pipe in or something. With a hole, bolt it down, or, you know, and there you go, you know. But I don't know what I should use because I don't have anything that would really fit to that, you know, and then I don't know if they would make extensions for them or what the hell, you know. I don't know what to do, so I mean, it'd be nice if it would just go right up to the handle, you know, and then I won't have to bother with it so much. It's getting to be a little sickening, but I mean, I don't have money for another tiller, you know, so I'm not gonna. I mean, I would like to. I mean, I gotta make this son of a bitch do until I get one on the. Put a tiller on the tractor. So I don't know. I gotta make this one do. The axles are shit. Don't care for how the throttle is. The throttle handle and the freaking, you know, the thing down here for the carburetor. I mean, there's just I mean, I do run this tiller wide open. I mean, she's full throttle. See, I mean, I shoved that bitch way up there. You know, you need that power, especially if you're gonna till a lot of, you know, area. They say for because this is a tiller / cultivator. So instead of tilling soil, if you just want to nick, you know, the weeds, or if you're going in between rows, you can just back the throttle down, and then it'll just gently. Because see, at full throttle, this thing kind of wants to wobble all over the place. It wants to go left and right, you know, and up and down and every which way, you know. So at lower RPMs, she's not quite so jumpy, but fuck it, I just keep her wide open. I have tried it at, you know, like half throttle or whatever, just enough, you know, to turn the tines. But I just don't really care for it. It just doesn't seem to really, you know, fling the soil like it should. And my tines are finally getting shiny, and I think they're getting sharp. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, they're probably still they're not super sharp, but I mean they're. I'd have to show you guys, but none of the fucking tines are turned right, so yeah. So, but I mean you can see that there's a shine on them. Well, there's one down here. See that? See the reflection on it there now? See, that's the reflection of a tine there. Being all shiny. Camera's not even focusing on that, but that's a tine. That in there is a tine, so she's getting shiny. She's losing her paint now, which is fine. But these damn wheels, this axle's garbage. What the and they put a bolt through or a hole through here, but they didn't put one through the other side. It would have been nice because I could have put in a bolt in that, and then there wouldn't be so much damn slop in the mess. Fucking stupid tiller, I tell ya. The only thing I like about this is the damn engine. Well, besides, you know, I mean, these ain't nothing big, but I mean, I just don't care for them. It's a good engine, you know, I like them. So, our last tiller, the other old tiller had the same brand of this, Briggs & Stratton, but it was an older model. That was only 3.5 horsepower. I guess this is about 6.5, so more power. And this is a 26-inch cut, you know, swath that it'll do. And it's a front tine tiller, you know, the tines are in the front instead of in the back. Which I should have gotten one in the back because they're a lot better. They're a lot more heavy dutier too. John Deere made some of them, but I don't know if they would make them anymore or not. So, yeah, I know that my sticker up here is missing. There's supposed to be a sticker on here for reverse. I got the one for the forward, but the one for the reverse, reverse here finally fell off. I don't know where the hell it went. And this son of a bitch is not even working right either. It's got a new cable on there, but you can see it pulling down in there. She's just not turning the, like when this is the reverse on it, so you can back out of corners. Well, this doesn't do anything for me. She'll turn the tines in reverse, but then when you got the damn weight of the tiller on it, she won't turn. I have to pull no matter what, even if this is engaged. So I don't know what the hell I could do about that. I don't know if it would do any good to tighten the spring or. Let's see here. Well, you know, this is where they go here, so. I don't know, it's getting a little grimy down in there. I gotta check my belts too. So I might as well do that now. You guys can get a better look at the springs and stuff. So, like I said, I just don't care for that throttle handle. And I don't care for, just don't care for it, you know. I do like their nuts here. They got like a little bullet shape to them, so that's kind of cool. That adds a little bit of class to them, you know. Makes them look a little nicer. But everything else on it's kind of a joke, you know. So let me pull that cover off. It actually stuck on for some damn reason. There we go. So let's get liberty. Well, that's fucking retarded. See what's another stupid thing they got going on here. Maybe it's because I got this on too tight. I don't know. It might be, but she's digging into the metal, boys. I don't know what's up with that. Not bad though. I mean, it hasn't wore through that. I mean, this is pretty thick metal, but she's wearing through it. Oh, and it's riding on this thing here. So, but I gotta have it on tight because then the damn thing makes too much fucking noise. I'm not gonna listen to that. So, but see, here's the spring cables. One's for forward, one's for reverse. I gotta figure out which one's for reverse. Yeah, that one right there. See, she's not pulling on it super tight. She is a little bit, but I don't know what I could do to make it tighter. It's when I first had it, she was pulling pretty good. Yeah, and listen to now. When I pull on the drive, I can hear the belt being stretched, which is good because you're getting maximum tension out of it. And then when you pull on the reverse, there's no tension sound. There's no spring peeling. There's a tiny bit, but you guys can hear that. That's the drive. You can hear that. You can hear it tensioning up, and then reverse. Not that much. So somewhere there, she's not pulling tight enough, and I don't know if it would do any good to. This is the reverse, I guess. Would it do any good to loosen the spring here, pull it more, and then tighten it again? I have no clue. So you guys will have to let me know what you think, but she should be pulling a lot more in reverse. I know there's tons of slack in them. These belts were from, these are the new ones that he replaced last year, because I told him the other ones were fucking cheesy looking. But I'm not noticing much for wear in them. Well, there's a little crack here. Right here, a little crack. That's about it. Well, I'm just gonna run these bitches until they break. That's just my theory, you know. This shouldn't break for a while. I actually get a couple more years out of them. I've had my tractor for 3 years, and I'm still using, 3 or 4 years now of the tractor, and I still got the original belts on. They don't wear out like they're supposed to. Well, you don't want them to wear out, but they're still pretty good, you know. So I got some people walking by. Yeah, I don't know who the hell that is, but yeah, so I'm going to put that cover back on. So give me a second. So that's not good that she's gnawing into that metal, but what can you do? I don't really care about this tiller too much because it's just the fucking axles, you know. I'm just getting so sick of them, you know, and they're gonna bust off pretty soon too. I'm pretty sure of it. But you know what, guys? They're just gonna have to. This is somewhat thin metal, but it's pretty dirty on the bottom though. But I never clean it, so. She's a working tailor. Even the damn hood's all fucking warped to shit, you know. Doesn't want to fit on there very well. Probably bent it somewhere, but she's just gonna have to shut up and deal with it, you know. Yeah, it's funny. I keep tightening up this one here, but it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't want that tight, I guess, do we? Just doesn't. Well, shit, you dumb little. Yeah, this is another stupid thing too. They never. What the hell is with this dumb bitch? But she's just not fucking right. Show you guys here what I'm dealing with now. I got another fucking problem. The hood's not fitting on right. She's crooked. Again, I'm really getting fed up with this tiller, you know. I'm just worried just to fucking. I can't send it back to the guy that I bought it from because he won't take it back. I gotta take it back to the dealer. Well, you guys won't see much there, I guess. So, yeah. I'll never be buying another tiller like this again. I'm just thinking about fucking selling it, you know. Let it be somebody else's fucking problem. I'm sick of it. Stupid thing fit on. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we got it now. Sometimes you just have to fight with them, you know, a little bit and take them off. But, okay, well, that's back on, so don't worry about that now. But I tell you, I'm getting sick of it. This will be the last tiller I'm ever buying from these guys unless they really fucking improve them. I mean, I like the tiller because she's perfect for what she does. I mean, she turns my soil very well now. Especially since we busted through all the hard pans. So, but, no, I'm getting sick of that damn axles. They bent even more than before. Now, you won't be able to tell right now, but they're bent. Let's see if I can get more of the weight on there. See, they're bent to shit. I mean, it looks like the wheels are straight, but it's the axles. It's not just the wheels. It's what the wheels are bolted to. All that shitty fucking axles. They're fucking trash. I hate them. I mean, there's probably, sheesh, who knows what they would fucking charge you for an axle, let alone fucking two. I mean, they would give you a set of two, obviously, you know, but For, you know, I mean, for, I'm not paying $200 for axles. I mean, fuck that. I might as well just make my own, you know. But I tell you, when I get that welder, when I learn how to weld a little bit, I'm buying new axles for this fucking tiller, and I'm gonna reinforce those fucking. There's no need for such fucking cheap, you know, weak axles. I mean, if they would have reinforced them more, you know, they would have been all right. But stupid things, I hate them. It's the only thing. That's the only thing I worry about on this tiller is those axles, and I'm worried about the one day I'm gonna be in the garden, and they're gonna snap right on me. And then I'll be done. I'll be done for. Well, I'll be down for the rest of this season. I ain't gonna bother fixing it now. I'll just leave it back here. Try to load her up on the trailer, I guess. Just leave it in the fucking trailer, because I won't be using the trailer in the winter. I do a couple of times, but I mean, that's just for when I gotta empty the burn barrel out. Try to do that right before winter, so then that way you don't have to bother with it quite as much. So, but I mean, this is the last time I'm buying a tiller from these guys. They either, you know, fix their axles, reinforce them, or redesign them, or, you know, or something. They do make tillers, they're with the tines on the back, rear tined tillers, but they're $500–600. And this was only $450, so yeah, $450 for this little piece of shit. Which is not super bad, but I mean, it's a piece of shit when the axles are shit, you know. If they didn't have those axle problems, this would be a damn good tiller, but yeah. Gotta get new axles for it, you know. So yeah. But if you guys can think of something for that throttle, or if they sell throttle kits somewhere, you can let me know. Put it in the comment thing or PM me or something. I don't know, but whatever you guys want to do. And I think the bastard Swan truck's supposed to show up again today. They don't fucking quit. It's almost 6 now. But usually they would have been here by now if they were going to come, but it was crazy because earlier, the last time that he come at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. You know, I'm like, seriously, you never come that fucking early. The same bastard, same little creepy guy that they keep sending to my house all the time. Well, I mean, there was one guy that we were buying from at the time, but then he, turn this light on over here. But he just kept having breakdown after breakdown after breakdown on his truck. So then he never showed up until like a day or 2 later. Well, the first time he broke down, he blew his turbo out. And then they fixed the turbo, and then his next problem was the transmission. And I think he had another breakdown, but I don't know what the hell it was. But are you serious? Do you seriously have that many breakdowns? So obviously right there you could tell either the truck wasn't that old. Well, actually I think that was a brand new truck. No clue how he could have blew out a transmission in a turbo on a brand new truck. But he's awful hard on him, so. But he was coming, and you know, we said to hell with it, and he stopped coming. Then a girl started coming. But then she stopped coming, and now they're sending this creepy little bastard down now. They just don't fucking quit. I haven't bought anything from them. Oh shit, it's got to be almost a year now. It's been a while since I last ordered from them. Well, I quit ordering from them because it's all the food we get. That's $200–300 fucking dollars, you know. It's fucking nuts. Just for a fucking package of, a package of fucking corn dogs is damn near $10. They charge a lot, so we stopped ordering from them because it's costing me too much money. They do have good food, but I mean, I'm not paying that, you know. So it's time to start buying tools and equipment and stuff. There's no time for food. Well, I mean, there's plenty of food in the house. I mean, but I think I'll just live off the same old thing every day. potato chips and pop, you know. Every now and then I'll shove a meal in me, but I just don't feel like eating much. So whatever, fuck it. So if you guys can think of something for this throttle, or if they make a, I mean, they must make something for this, obviously, because then they wouldn't put it like that. It would obviously just be like a straight pipe coming out of it, you know. But, yeah. So I blew up my air filter. That's all nice and clean. I got to do it to a Big Red and do it to the tractor. So that'll probably be later on. And yeah, when I took the air filter out, there was a lot of gunk and shit sticking on this metal thing, but inside, a lot of mud. Well, it's dirt, but it got kind of soft. I think because of the gas fumes were kind of making it kind of goopy. I don't know, but I kind of cleaned it out the best I could. She should run a little bit cooler now. Because, you know, she'll probably even get more horsepower. And I think she gained a few horsepower now. Because I think when you got a dirty filter, you kind of lose power. And she's been kind of feeling kind of just slow, you know. And since I cleaned that filter, she's gained like 2-3 horsepower now. So she's turning the soil a lot better now, But yeah, if you guys could think of something for this, or if you guys, I don't know if anybody would want to make me anything. I mean, if they make something for it, you know. Oh shit, that wouldn't cost too much, you know. It doesn't have to go up to here like I would want it to, but I mean, it could just be like an extension out, so I don't have to cut myself. So yeah, and I was talking to another friend. Oops, tell him to watch this video too, but I was talking about some scrapers, and he was thinking of a box blade, but no, I'm thinking of, they call them earth movers, or soil movers, or whatever you want to call them. They make them for tractors. They make them just big enough for mine, or just small enough for mine, for, you know, my tractor, but they don't make anything big enough for an ATV. I mean, Big Red doesn't have no hydraulics, but I mean, what's wrong with a manual lift, you know, or you know, running off the battery, you know? Unless he's gonna help me find some, I don't know, but I mean, I probably wouldn't have a problem pulling one with my tractor, but right now I'm just running those turfs, you know. I'm not running no big egg tires or anything, so. But that'll probably be in a couple of years, so. Too many other things to get, you know. So, but yeah. So if once again, I'm going to say this again. If somebody can think of something for this throttle, let me know. I mean, it's square and it's got a hole here, so something could be bolted down, you know, and then it'll make the throttle longer. Well, hell, if you can make it out to here, then I could drill a hole and then run a cable. Well, not a cable, but kind of like a metal rod, and then make a clamp for it. Then my throttle would be up here, you know. So, found this in the garden. This was a couple of months ago, and it's still hanging on the tiller. So, oh fuck it, might need it for something, you know. So, but yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm probably gonna take off because I don't want to make this video too long because I don't have much for time left. So if you guys could help me on this one, let me know. And stuff. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna take off. So just have a good day, and don't forget to smoke your cigarettes and stuff. So yeah, have a good day, tubes. See you guys later.